So hello friend, in today's video I'm going to discuss a very important point about MTF strategy. That is, should you open a separate DEMAT account for MTF or should you do MTF strategy in your existing DEMAT account? In nutshell, is it advisable to open a separate DEMAT account only for MTF or not? So let's discuss this. So friend, let me tell you point wise what is the benefit and what is the issues you can face if you do MTF strategy in your existing DEMAT account. So first problem, margin issue. Now understand, in MTF, we always have to maintain certain margin. And when the share prices go up or down, then we have to bring additional margin so that broker doesn't square off my position. If you remember, in one of my video, I told you the biggest risk for MTF strategy is square off. And square off only happens when there is a margin shortfall and we don't bring additional margin. Now, if we manage our MTF strategy in one DEMAT account where we are managing our trading, our investment, our intraday, whatever you say, so it will be very difficult to find out what will be the margin shortfall tomorrow. And there is very high chances that my position will square off because there is the tracking of margin will be very difficult. So for this simple reason, very first reason, you have to, I think you should be opening a separate DEMAT account for MTF only. Second issue is about the interest. You know, the MTF is all about playing game with interest payment from your broker. So lowest the interest, highest the return, highest will be my earning. So I definitely need a DEMAT account where broker give me lowest possible interest rate. Now, if you ask me today, hardly there are 2 or 3 brokers who are giving interest rate below 10%. Most of the big broker, they are giving interest rate at a high interest rate. For example, Zerodha is giving 14.6% interest. Angel is giving 18% interest, and so is with other brokers. I don't know why. But the problem is, if you already have your account with some big broker like Zerodha or Angel or anything else, and they are charging high interest rate, then this whole MTF strategy will not work for you, because then you will be earning only to pay interest to your broker. So there is no point. So it's very important that I find a broker who gives me lowest possible interest rate so that my chances of making profit is higher. Third reason, if I want to give you, is transparency. Now, the biggest cost in MTF is not brokerage. It's interest rate or interest charges which you pay on additional margin received or leverage received. So I need a very clear, transparent statement from my broker where I can find out how much they are charging, how they are calculating, so that I can clearly understand that how much I am paying for my position every day. So this is very important. I found with many other brokers, because I have done thorough research before I chosen my own broker. I have done research on how the statements are coming up. Now, let me tell you, most of the brokers, they have a very different way of calculating interest rate and not very transparent. While I find 1 or 2 brokers who are very good, but there are many brokers who charge interest even on my amount. So suppose I have additional say amount in my DEMAT account, they are charging interest rate disregarding that. For example, I will give you a simple example. I always keep 1 or 2 lakh rupees additional as a liquid with my MTF account, because I don't know tomorrow market is going to fall and I have to take some position. So if I say properly how the broker should calculate, they should calculate this way. They should, whatever my margin is there, for example, I have taken 4 lakh rupees of margin, but I have 1 lakh rupees in cash. So they should charge only interest on 3 lakh rupees. But some broker are charging 4 lakh rupees disregarding my cash. So this is also a problem. So in nutshell, I want to say that I need a broker who transparently show me a calculation that how he is charging interest rate on this. It should not be that like that he's showing something else and charging something else. So hope you understand these 3 important things has to be there for a perfect DEMAT account so that I can play my MTF strategies. If any one of them is there, that is not there, somehow it will not work out. So due to these three reasons, I strongly recommend that if you are serious about MTF as a long-term earning strategy, you should open a separate DEMAT account so that first you can keep a track on the margin requirement, and if there is a margin shortfall, you can bring it. Second, you should have a broker who is giving you best possible interest rate, lowest possible interest rate, so that even when the market delivers less, you can still make money. So I just give a simple example. Even suppose market gives me 12% yearly, still I will make 20% if my interest rate from my broker is 10% or less. And third point which I told you is a transparency. Very important, because you must know, you should be easily able to calculate that how they are doing calculation for interest rate. It should not be that they are showing something else and charging something else. That's why with all these three factors considering, if you are serious and if you are convinced that MTF can generate a good return for you in long term, better to open a separate DEMAT account only for MTF. Keep your other investments, other strategies, other FNOs, intraday, whatever you're doing in separate DEMAT account, and this way you should proceed. I have done a comparison video on which are the on the topic best broker on for the MTF, and I will soon publish that. And I have done comparison, but for that sake also I have taken only those brokers who are giving me 10%, 11% or around interest. I have not taken high interest rate brokers, because if they're charging very high, so basically I'm not going to make money. People generally in such broker, they are more inclined on BTST, like buy today, sell tomorrow, which is very hectic and I don't prefer it. So soon I'm going to release that video also. And that's all in this video. If you have any further queries on MTF related strategy or any other question related to investment, please ask me in the comment section, and I'm definitely going to answer this. That's all in this video. If you like, please subscribe, share, and tell other friends also that yes, this is also a strategy to make long-term wealth for yourself. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.